All these people are saying, Cindy and Evan are like, Abe, yes. Reid's going to go live as well.
All right.
So, are you
okay,
live?
so we're good. We're both live.
We're both live.
You have a better camera angle, I think, though. All right. So, hi, everyone. This is Reid from ReidAboutSex.com, and I have a special situation today where I'm broadcasting with my good friend Cathy from the IntimacyDojo.com, and your picture on your phone is amazing. Cathy's live broadcasting, so this is like a Facebook four-way, basically. And today we're going to be giving some business advice on using Facebook Live to talk about like unfriendly or Facebook unfriendly topics, which we'll talk about in a second. But I just need to explain. I'm wearing my my tux because the airline lost my bag this morning, and so I showed up at Cathy's with nothing more than a crappy shirt that I was wearing and my tuxedo. So we figured we would tux it up today for everybody.
I want to go on record as saying I encouraged him to do this topless. I thought that it would probably increase the views, but he refused.
So back to Facebook unfriendly topics, which me being shirtless might be Facebook
yeah, leave
unfriendly.
comments if you think you should be topless.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going there.
Come on. Yeah, Facebook doesn't promote anything to do with sex. We've had ads taken down. We're promoting for relationship techniques, where I used two people kissing, both fully clothed. Nothing. It wasn't like no one was giving tonsil hockey to the other, and it still was banned by Facebook.
So somehow my video is sideways.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to get it to change. We're having technical difficulties.
Yours is still sideways live?
Still sideways live.
Is it upside down or right side up now?
No, hang on. So is this better? For those of you watching my broadcast, let me know if now at least it looks right. And we can continue.
I'll have to get over a little bit because
right.
we can move back a little bit.
Okay. So then we got Cathy's got the great shot. You might want to just go over to Cathy Vartuli's page. Okay, good. Yeah. Thank you, Albert.
My notifications are on, and I'm not sure how to turn them off without messing up the Facebook Live.
Okay.
So, sorry, it's buzzing a little bit on mine, and yours has got the upside-down picture.
But you can turn... well, okay.
Do you know how?
Yeah, I think so. All right, so what we're going to talk about is Facebook unfriendly stuff. Wait, is this this is an Android. I don't know. I don't do Androids. Get it away from me. I'm just going to break it. So we're talking about Facebook unfriendly topics. Because as sex educators, it's often hard to get ads, to buy ads and run ads for any kind of, sex and intimacy
if you even post
content.
Things that are too sexy, they could get removed.
Yeah. If you post something with a nipple that isn't, it might get taken down.
A male-identified person is okay?
Usually it's okay, but I've had some trans folk friends of mine who identify as male get stuff taken down. So again, like is Facebook Live the thing that you do now to sneak content in? I did a video the other day with a vulva puppet. Yep. It was talking about sexual techniques on vulvas and the inverted Vulcan technique. So, are we being sneaky now? What do we do?
Yeah. One of the things that we've had luck with Reid stuff on is starting with, we promoted things that were less sex-oriented, and then once they were on the list, offering them something that was a little more explicit afterwards. Like the first page, Facebook will look at the first page you send people to for an ad, or like we're doing live, we didn't title it how to promote sex and porn on Facebook. I don't know what they do, but start making sure it's not quite as explicit. And the first page, the landing page they go to, is not explicit, but then inviting people afterwards. So if they signed up for how to be a better kisser, and we learned not to, sometimes kissing pictures aren't approved, and sometimes they are. But saying, okay, if you like this, would you like to learn more about using hand sex or something like that, and offering them some way to go. You're still getting people in that are interested in the topic. In general about how to have better physical connection with people, and then you're starting off in the shallow end and going deeper after they're already on your list.
Yeah, so that would be generally in response to the question that somebody emailed in around business advice. if you're kind of stuck in the sex ghetto, being that you can't get ad space, or you might be violating terms of service, and things might get taken down for being too explicit, what can you create that you can get ads for that is an overlapping territory? So let's say that you're doing, erotic massage for couples, or erotic genital massage, like that, whatever that is, that's your area, or multiple orgasms, or erectile dysfunction, whatever. Can you create a product about self-confidence when dealing with romantic issues? Like, is that the kind of thing that Facebook would allow you to have an ad for?
Yeah.
So that you could run an ad for tangential, whatever that word is, products that overlap, and then once people sign up, you can have emails that invite them to more products. Like, I can't buy advertising for Sex 10X Online, which is my 6-week online course with some free videos in the beginning for building your sexual self-confidence. But I can create the Safer Sex Elevator Speech post and post that on Facebook. I can create, how to be more romantic, or how to have your difficult conversation formula, and I can buy ads for those things if I wanted to. And then once I get people into my mailing list, I can have more explicit topics, things I don't need to buy ad space.
Right. And I have trouble just thinking of things, what can I promote that will get them someplace else? But I can think about it in terms of how can I serve the shyer people that might not be as ready to dive in the deep end of the pool, or that would also attract people that are interested in being in the deep end either now or later. So it's just a little different way of approaching it mentally for me. It lets me get in tune with how I want to help them. And like you're kissing, how to be a better kisser, I think many people have a lot of fear around it and lack of confidence. So it's great to help them get, a lot of people would want that. And then if they're interested in taking it further, it's still aligned. It's not like I'm not trying to sell them a washer and a jar of peanut butter, so to speak.
You could create something for like yoga for better relationships. And ultimately it then brings people to more products on actual like yoga for better orgasms, or yoga for better sex. And how this applies to Facebook Live is now in the wild west of live broadcasts on Facebook Live, and you can read up on the terms of service for Facebook Live. We're kind of not sure where the edges are. And we do know whipping your boobs out or dropping trowel, not going to fly on Facebook. So don't do those things, right? But again, like so far, me using puppets and being, I can be explicit, but more like PG-13 rated R explicit, not NC-17 explicit. That seems to be working fine. And as the more that we know, and the more that we find out, and the more that we hear from other educators that are using Facebook Live, then we'll let you know by creating another Facebook Live video and sharing. What we do know is, from an educator perspective, from workshop facilitators and people who give advice as part of their business, Facebook Live is really something you should be experimenting with, and getting more and more comfortable engaging with your audience on video if that works for your privacy settings. Some people have pseudonyms and do stuff, they're authors, and the world can never know who they are, so maybe getting in video isn't going to work for you.
I think also you don't necessarily have to sell things directly on Facebook. It's also about building relationships. So if you're, the social media is often very useful for building relationships that lets people feel safe when you do promote to them. So if you can share, like, hey, this is scary for me, or share some of your process, that way you feel like a person sharing your story. And often our stories are powerful, and if we share them, people get to know us. And Facebook Live, I think, is a really good way to do that.
Yeah. What some people are saying, and thank you folks for sharing. We've got Nick saying that Dallas Novelty, which is an adult store, can't run ads on Facebook for the vanilla things that they carry that even Walgreens carries, and that people have been put in Facebook jail for things they've said. So again, like if your business is an adult business, then again, like with terms and services, it would make sense, even though I don't agree with it, it would make sense from a Facebook perspective that they're not going to let you run ads for a business that's an adult business, even if the ad you want to run is for a non-adult product.
Yeah. No, it is challenging. I'm not really sure how to solve it for something like that. Mm-hmm. Avid said that we've shared several points that surprised them. Mm-hmm. Hadn't thought of before. Really glad you're on, Avid. It's good to see you. I think the more we talk together, when the community starts talking and sharing the things we're struggling with, very different from the videos where people are like, I am the guru, I know everything, and you should just follow me and do what I say. Like, we're all sourcing together, and we can say, hey, I'm not sure how to do this thing, or I've run into this problem, and the community as a whole is much more powerful and has more experience. I don't want to go to Facebook jail. I think it probably is a really challenging job for Facebook, if they're listening, to police this. Like, there's a lot of people that have very sleazy sex-related things, and they don't know how to separate the really positive educational and entertainment that's in a sex-positive light from the negative. Mm-hmm. So I can understand to a certain extent why they have the challenges, but it's sad that you can't advertise because of the brand name, that you can't advertise things anyone else could be able to advertise. That seems unfair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we'll share more of our thoughts as we have more of our thoughts. I mean, I've been doing live videos since New Year's, and so, again, I'm sorry for those of you who are expecting me to be on a treadmill for our morning walk.
You can get in your tux on the treadmill and do your walk.
There is a treadmill right over here, okay. But it felt more advantageous to have this conversation with Cathy. We're gonna wrap it up now.
Yeah.
Leave your comments, share the video. This was a business advice video, and normally I would have my Sex Geek Summer Camp T-shirt on.
But it's in a plane somewhere.
But they don't even know where my bag is. It went on its own vacation.
Yeah.
But you got to see the tux, which I wore last night at the XBiz Awards in Los Angeles. So
it's touched many famous people.
It's touched many famous people, and that does not include me. I wouldn't consider myself famous, but. Thank you so much for watching, for tuning in.
Yeah.
Leave some comments. Let Cathy know what you want Cathy to be talking about in the Facebook Live videos she should be doing more of, don't you think? And thank you, all of you, for showing up on my live feed. Sorry the phone thing was weird. Thank you for leaving comments to let us know that we needed to turn it right side up.
Avid says she relishes the awkward, which I agree with, and then on a separate, run on the treadmill and take it off while you run. Everyone will pay way more attention.
Oh, yeah, great. And then I trip on my pants, and then Reid breaks his face. Awesome. Good advice, everyone.
That would be awkward.
Have a great day. We love you. Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to subscribe to my social media, it's right there. And please subscribe to this channel there. If you'd like to see more goofy Reid and Cathy, there's more videos there.
See them. Why are they there?